Yahushua die, and all men that have life.
That's right. That's plain. That's right. That's that time period, man. But like I said, when you look up Esdras, you'll find out that Esdras is the Greek way of saying Ezra. When you read about Ezra in the Bible. So these are the other books that are really part of Ezra that should be in the Bible. But the Apocrypha is a part of the Bible that this devil pulled out. So, like I said, he was on the scene 400 plus, almost 500 years. All right? And he said that 10 parts have gone already, which was right. Because he was in that 10th year, actually 9,500 years.
Right.
So to complete that 10,000 year, that's when Yahushua came on the scene. And now 2,000 years later, here we are right now. Give me Hosea 4 and 6.
That's right.
I'm sorry, Hosea 6 and 6. Start at the first verse.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 6, verse 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord. For he hath torn, and he will heal us. He hath smitten, and he will bind us up.
Are we being bound up right now? We're being bound up right now. In other words, if you're torn, when you're bound up, that means you're being healed. Go ahead.
After 2 days will he revive us. In the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight.
So what are we in? We're at the end of the 12th day, or the 12,000 years pursuant to Peter's, and we're in the third day. So now we're being raised up. So this man's time is up, man. But how is he going down? He's going down little by little. That's how the Canaanites were taken down. That literally says that, little by little. Mosai had the hornets coming after them, had the curses coming after them. The same thing with the Egyptian empire. There were plagues that were plaguing them. So they were going down.
I had a precept for you.
Go ahead.
Because Elder Tom mentioned we're in the third day. Now, our day begins at night. So then when you go in Genesis, it says, and the night and the day was and then roughly paraphrasing, and the night began the day. And then you had the day part of the day, which followed next. This is Lamentations 2 and 19. It says, arise, cry out in the night of the third day. In the beginning of the watches, pour out thine heart like water before the face of the Lord. Lift up thy hands toward him for the life of thy young children that faint for hunger in the top of every street. And we're fulfilling that prophecy right now. We're the ones crying out in the night of the third day.
And that hunger is not talking about actual food like Nate is teaching. That hunger is talking about hunger for the truth.
That's right.
That's it on that?
Yeah, that's it on that, brother.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 1. In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans, in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books. It says, in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of the years, whereof the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolation of Jerusalem. So the point here being that Daniel said that he understood by books, which is the Bible, the number of the years where the Lord spoke by Jeremiah the prophet that Israel was going to accomplish 70 years in captivity. So we're reading now about the number of years or the allotted time that the Lord, the Most High, gave for this kingdom to rule, or for this world to be in rulership of these other nations. Now it's time for the Son of the Most High, Yahushua, to come back and take his rightful seat as the ruler over the whole universe, over the whole world. You know, so the time period of these nations that they should rule is up now. That's why we're reading about these things. That's why it was written in the book of Second Ezra we just read about the 12 parts. Those 12 parts represented 12,000 years from the creation of the earth. Now this is what King Solomon mentioned or said in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. This is the 7th chapter and the 17th verse. It says, for he hath given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alteration of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons. So anytime before the Lord would do something, he would reveal his secrets, or he would reveal whatever it was that he wanted to reveal to his prophets, you know, and it would always have something to do with a time frame or time period, because the Most High deals in times and he deals in measures. He deals with empires. He sets empires up. He takes empires down. You know, he has a certain period of time for them to rule. He has a certain period of time for them to fall. But they don't fall overnight. It takes a process of time.
Well, some of them do fall overnight. Babylonian Empire fell overnight after that, you know, so that happens, man.
That's right.
Khan. That's right.
Yeah, because earlier, like I said, although I mentioned about the night of the third day, we're in the third day. No, well, actually, he mentioned the third day, and the day begins at night. I just wanted to explain that before the brother goes to his next thought. This is a scripture that backs up what I just said. Genesis 1 and 5. And the power called the light day, and the darkness called he night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Now, that means 1,000 years, but you notice it says the evening and the morning. So the day begins in the evening. So right now we're crying out in the evening, and then the day part of the day, that's when Yahushua is going to come back, which Yahushua is the sun anyway, right? And the sun comes up in the day, so it all ties in, you know?
I got a scripture I just stumbled upon. Job, and this is a new scripture. Job 15 and 20. It says, the wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. Let me read that again. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days. Because even though this devil's in rulership, man, they still catching hell with that money, man. A lot of these super rich, their children are killing themselves. Hey, I remember years back, maybe 10 years back, before we came on YouTube, we was out there speaking. Because before YouTube was on the scene, we was out there on 34th, and we was out there speaking with all them other guys were doing what the hell they were doing, like Nate and the rest of those guys. They were taking a break. They took a hiatus, man. But anyway, we was out there, and we got the Daily News, and they said in the front page, it said, Rothschild dies of drug overdose. And it was one of the sons of the Rothschilds. You know what, brother? See if you can get that up and get the right year and all that. Because though you have all those riches, man, your kids still have problems, man. Like they had this one a couple Rothschilds, and they're so-called Jews, right? There was one guy married to this one woman. I forget their names, but the woman was messing around with this rapper. So you know this dude, the man of the house, the Rothschild, he was all messed up by it because she was all in love with a damn Negro from the streets, man. So you think he was happy with that? He wasn't happy with that. Yeah. These super rich, they all got problems, man. Some of them, one of the Rothschilds were born retarded. All right? You had Joe Kennedy, he had a daughter that was born severely retarded, and instead of putting her to death, which he thought wasn't humane, he lobotomized this damn young girl, man. And she was just sitting there lobotomized. You know? So you super rich, you catching hell. You ain't letting the world know of the hell that the travail that you're going through, but you're catching hell. Let me read this again. I'm going to read this scripture a lot. It says, the wicked man travaileth with pain all of his days.
That's right. That's right.